First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the Lord and Savior, Jesus the Christ, who is the Lord of my life. Big shout out to you too for another opportunity to share to each and every one of you. Sorry I'm looking like this, y'all. I'm on my lunch break. I'm about to take a little nap. So I'm a little tired, but I heard the sad news. Kevin Samuels passed away. Big loss. Very good brother. And what disturbs my heart is I heard, and I'm not into the gossip and stuff like that. Look, when somebody passes away, we shouldn't speak ill of that person unless the person was wicked. And even if he or she was wicked, for me, just saying for me, I don't speak ill on them, because based on my conviction and faith in the word and where the word talks about what will happen to the wicked, to me is I don't even want to speak on that, because for me, I want the Lord to be as merciful to me as possible. So I'm very careful nowadays how I speak about people, and I know we are human beings. We judge one another, and that's fine. But one thing I'm not going to do, for me, I'm less judgmental, and I definitely don't condemn people in that aspect. I let him make that call. I don't never try to play the role of God no more. I don't even try to use the word of God to play the role of God. Like, well, you know what? Based on what the word said, this person going to hell. I don't step in that area no more. I let him make that final judgment, because at the end of the day, it's up to him. What you gonna tell? If you see somebody, if you're going to heaven, you see somebody in heaven that you don't believe should have went there, what you gonna sit up there and critique God? Yo, God, you said in your word. You sound to me. A person sounds stupid to even try to challenge God. I hear people. They like to say, oh, you know what? Don't kill a messenger. People, I've heard pastors and all of them say that. And I watch them on YouTube. I watch them all. Shout out to each and every one of them. I've heard pastors try to tell people to blame God. Don't blame me. Blame God. He made it like this. I think that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I'd rather you blame me than sit up there and try to bring an accusation against him. You dealing with the creator of the heavens and the earth, the whole universe. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you blame me, because with me, I'm human. I have flaws. I make mistakes. You know what I mean? I can forgive or not forgive, but one thing I don't never tell people, if I bring them with a message from the word, I never say, yo, you know what? You gotta take it. I would tell them to pray about it with the Father, but I would never tell them to sit up there and blame God how it is. I'd rather them blame me. The reason why is because sometimes we gotta be careful as people how we talk to the Father. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 talks about be careful when you utter words up to him, because God is in heaven, you are on earth. We gotta be careful. We gotta have more respect and more fear. But once again, not to deviate, big shout out to Kevin Samuels. I watched some of his videos. I'm gonna probably watch more now. But he was on the ball with some of the things he was saying. And I understand some women might be offended. And the truth offends, I'm going to be honest. Now, certain things he may have said, people got offended, or they misunderstood, or maybe he was wrong with certain things he said. But for us to get to the point where now some people are wishing his death, oh, it's good for him, he was a boom, and everything like that. He's a human being, just like each and every one of us. We all make mistakes. Nobody's better than nobody here. You got the rich and the poor. We all going to die. Eventually, you have to stand before him, if you religiously believe or not. I do. So at the end of the day, it's always tragic, any form of loss of life. That's why I say, based on what our ancestor Frederick Douglass say, make the most of your opportunity, because tomorrow's not promised. There is no progress without struggle. Salute to Kevin Samuels. Condolences to his family, to the people he left behind that loved him and everything like that. And I'm praying for all of you that is being disrespectful, that man that passed away, all of you that he said things to directly or indirectly, and it hurts your feelings. I'm praying for your hearts just to be healed and everything in that aspect. I'm not saying he was perfect. He's a human being. He made mistakes. Maybe he could have articulated a better way, said it a better way as well. We as society now in America, we are becoming so sensitive, we can't even speak the truth to one another without being so sensitive. Like, everything is censored in that aspect. And once again, it's reminding me of the movie Demolition Man. I'm telling you, I think we go into that place where eventually, even when people curse, they're going to start giving out tickets. Like when in Demolition Man, when they was cursing, John Spartan, you've been fined, blah, 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 blah. it looked like that's where we're going, you know. Once again, no progress without struggle, you know. I try to look at every type of adversity, every type of shortcoming in my life, stuff that's happened to me, stuff that people have said and done wrong to me. I try to look at it honestly now in a Joseph perspective. I don't have people disrespect me. I don't have, you know, when Nas said best friends become strangers, I have that now. I have people who are best friends, who are best friends with me, they're strangers to me. Period. I have no dealings with them. Period. You know what I'm saying? There's people I used to talk to every day, I don't talk to anymore and everything. Reason why? You know, it's not that I don't love them. I don't forgive them. I forgive and love everybody in that aspect. But I understand us as people, sometimes some people are just not healthy for you. You know? Sometimes people are vampires. They suck your energy. Some people got ulterior motives. And I know with me, knowing how I am and how I treat people, I'm gonna be honest, I'm at a point now, most people don't deserve my time. They don't deserve my energy, they don't deserve my time and everything like that. And I'm not arrogant, far from it. But I'm not gonna give it, especially to those who are not appreciative and everything. But I'm saying that to say this, even though people I was cool with, loved, and that aspect, still love them, don't deal with them no more, whoever it may be, whether family or friend and everything. I ain't gonna sit up there and speak ill of them. You know, I ain't gonna sit up there and be disrespectful to them. Some things I've learned as I got older, you know, you don't tell people certain things that other people put you through. You don't vent that to other people. You could probably vent that to the Father. Certain things, you just need to take it with you to your grave. Because if you can't resolve with that individual, you got an issue with and everything like that, take that with you to your grave. There's certain things I would never speak about, not even to my wife, with issues I've had with other people and everything. But I don't never wish harm or hurt to anyone that have done harm or hurt to me. I have the Joseph mentality now. It's all a blessing in disguise. Like certain people that I don't deal with no more, that's not in my life anymore, whether from back then or now, it's all a blessing in disguise. You know, because the only thing it does is help catapult me to the next level. You know, it's a blessing in disguise when they was in my life. It's a blessing in disguise that they're not in my life anymore for whatever reason. But I ain't gonna sit up there and speak ill, you know, any person, even a person who did the most foulest thing. And I'm not gonna even mention his or her name. I don't wish no ill on them. I just wish that the Father would show him or her their errors and their ways so they can change, so they can get better. Because at the end of the day, based on what I read and what I believe in the Bible, I don't want no one condemned. Because, like I said it before, we get a certain amount of time that we're here. I believe as long as we're alive, we're under His grace. Grace is over once you die, meaning once you transition. And hopefully, you and I don't do nothing stupid to die before our time. But if it is our time, which grace is up, hopefully we'll be able to be with Him for eternity. All right? So Jesus bless to each and every one of you. Once again, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I pray he makes it to be with the Father, and may the Lord forgive him for any sins he have committed, whether heart, mind, or his body. And pray for all those he have hurt in that aspect based on his truth, on what he was sharing and everything, whether you believe it was fact or not. I pray for each and every one of you. But let's be mindful. Let's not slander him, because he's gone. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he can defend himself. You know, for the women he hurt, or even some of the men that based on certain things he said, and they be like, yeah, they try to egg it on, yeah, get on her. We shouldn't do that. We should never try to antagonize one another. We have to be more forgiving and patient with one another. We're all on different levels of life. We should be more compassionate towards one another. You know, and sometimes now I see why people give people the benefit of the doubt. It's easy to critique and to be negative, and it's easy to look at a person's flaw. But are you your brother's keeper or your sister's keeper to overlook their flaw, to cover their flaw when they do wrong? You know, I had to learn. I do that now. You know why? Because people don't treat me the way I deserve to be treated at times, and it's fine and everything like that. But I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna change who I am. Meaning, if you're not good to me and I've been good to you, I'm not gonna stop not being good to you and everything. You know, but like I said, certain people I don't need in my life. Once you show me that you a snake, I'm not no snake charmer. I don't like snakes. I don't like any form of reptiles and none of that stuff. You know, because their nature is to kill and eat you, whatever. That's just their nature. So when people show me that they're reptiles and snakes to me, I get rid of them out of my life ASAP. and everything. Because I'm a fool. Only thing what's going to happen when you're dealing with a snake, he or she going to keep biting you till they eventually kill you or hurt you and everything. So unless you want to be how they say it, a gluttony of abuse, continue to do so. Some people you can't save. Some people don't want to be saved. Some people don't care. Some people get off out of doing wrong to you. Some people get off out of taking advantage of you, taking advantage of your kindness, taking advantage of your grace, your mercy. They know who you are. They'll take advantage of you. Let's be wise, y'all. Because I know the Lord's given me the wisdom. I know who to deal with, who not to deal with. I know who to let in my circle, who not to let in my circle. You know what I'm saying? This is chess for me, not checkers. And I play both of these games. But once again, regardless of the individual, him or her, is not in my life anymore, I don't wish them no harm. I wish them all the best. I want everyone to win and everything. Because like I said, I'm on my road to where? To the White House. Not saying I'm going to become the president. That's my goal. If I make it, I make it. If he allows it. You know what I'm saying? The people will it, it's going to happen. If not, I ain't going to stop trying. You know? And if I don't get to serve in that capacity, I serve in another capacity. Period. So, with that being said, rest in peace again to Kevin Samuels, and condolences to his family. You know, I don't know if he had children or anything like that. Big loss. You know, rest in peace to K. Slay as well. That is a big, major loss for hip-hop. Major loss. Major loss. You know what I'm saying? Fred the Godson, major loss to hip-hop. Major. You know, please, y'all, let's make the most of our opportunity as long as it's called today, because tomorrow is not promised. Live for today, plan for tomorrow. With that being said, everyone have a great weekend. Jesus bless. I'll come at you soon with another video. Oh yeah, click and subscribe. Peace.